I'm here with Pete Summerall, the CEO of LaCie Broadcasting, and we are at a Feed the Hungry event in Indianapolis. And Pete, you must feel so good knowing that your father started this program and the impact that it's had over the years.
Well, Suzanne, this is really what Feed the Hungry is all about, combining ministry together with food and reaching out to the people who really need a helping hand.
So let's go back to 1987 when your father, Dr. Lester Summerall, started the program Feed the Hungry. What were his overall goals? And I know that you've put over $200 million toward this initiative.
You know, it really started out as a relief program for not just people in need, but emergencies and disaster relief. And it's kind of grown from there. We're reaching out, doing a lot of inner city work here in the United States, as well as feeding over 100,000 kids every day around the world, in addition to the disaster relief. And so we're so thankful. I don't know that my dad ever really envisioned us being able to do all the things we're doing today, but at the same time, God planted the seed in his heart of reaching out to the lost, the last, and the least, and that really is our mission.
I think the impact is tremendous. You guys have been such an incredible blessing to our church and even our community today by allowing us to partner with you. This is our outreach facility here, and we feed the hungry every single month, so it already has a reputation to some degree of meeting needs in this particular area, but we're allowed to do it on a completely different level this particular month with this outreach, and we're reaching thousands of homes.
Well, I believe with the unemployment rate, we have a lot of people that are disabled. We have a lot of assisted living in this area, and this is very a high rate for drug problems as well. So I'm glad that we can give them and support them, that they need that. And I'm really encouraged because the turnout has been great.
I think the awesome part about being here and being a part of this today is seeing all the young people that are in there that are learning already about giving back and making an impact in the community.
We're just excited. We're partners with them in terms of what we're doing. We have a substation right here on the end of the building, and so the sheriff is elated about being a part of what we're doing in the community.
Well, Governor Mike Pence is a firm believer in faith-based connections. And for New Life Worship Center to connect with LaCie and the Feed the Hungry program is a tremendous, that's one of the kind of connections, the kind of partnerships that we love here in Indiana. We know, and the governor knows, that government can't do everything, and we don't expect government to do everything. And so we certainly encourage these type of collaborations, and then where the government can get in and do the rest, we like to get in and do the rest.
So tell me what you think the impact of these kinds of programs have.
Well, these kind of, I mean, the poor we will have with us always, the Bible tells us that. And so we know that there's always going to be hungry people, broken people, sick people. And so where faith-based organizations can get in and fill in the gap, those are the type of things that we like to support.
And I think that we're excited on the city side that we have organizations out here that are really doing outreach, making sure that families who need can get, you know, and I encourage more to do this.
What's the need in Indianapolis? Indianapolis is known as really this kind of sports town, and you think of it being really a go-getter town, everything going well, but there's a lot of needs, aren't there?
There are a lot. We've got pockets of poverty in here that folks, I guess, aren't as aware as they should be. We've got 20% of our kids in this city who live in poverty. Over 20% of the kids in our city live in poverty. Now, that's inexcusable for a town, the 12th largest city in the country, that has so many resources. And it's not because we're hard-hearted. This is one of the most philanthropic cities in the country. Right. I mean, that's a fact. It's because most folks don't know. And so, you know, it's up to us and you know, HungryDecember-TV to make sure that folks are aware that there are folks out here who need help. The families out here who are struggling, who are earnest, hardworking, you know, but aren't able to make ends meet to the degree that they can make sure that their kids have 3 squares a day.
How can we as a society change that dynamic, not just in Indianapolis, but really nationwide?
It's by being aware and being willing to take action. And action comes in various forms. It comes in things like this, which means physically providing food for these families, providing donations, contributions, but it means being active.
Indianapolis really does have some challenges that you're trying to meet?
Absolutely. You know, a lot of times people don't think certain things happen, but really it's happening almost everywhere. And I think in other areas it's just maybe highlighted a little bit more, but this has been an area that's been underserved for years. And we feel fortunate because we're not the only church in the community. There's one right down the street that are doing some positive things. It just takes all of us working together to try to get the problem solved.
Now, Feed the Hungry is a part of it this week, but you guys are involved in this literally all the time. So what's going on?
Well, on the third Saturday of every month, we give away groceries. And they know how that works. They come, they line up, they start an hour ahead of time. So we want to make sure they can meet the needs of their household. So that's the problem a lot of times, that they can come and get a meal for themselves, but they really need groceries for their entire household.
Now, what was important to my father when he founded Feed the Hungry is a ministry component. What's the ministry component involved in this food distribution?
Well, the ministry component is, as you can hear the music taking place, our choir, our music director, so many different singers around the community are coming through and they're ministering in song as the people are coming through. We've got many people that are giving out Bibles, witnessing. So the ultimate impact is to get people saved and bring them into a relationship with Christ. And that's one reason why I really believe that it's important for everyone that hears this interview to support LaCie, to support what you're doing, support local churches, because we can pray, we can do a lot of things, but it's still going to take resources to make it happen. And I think that if everybody does something, we can make great things happen together.
Well, Pastor, it's our privilege to be involved. Thank you so much. God bless you guys. What a terrific event. God bless you. Thank you.
Bless you.
It takes a team of people to put together this impactful event, Feed the Hungry, here in Indianapolis. The individual who was in charge of coordinating these activities is Curtis Baker. He is with LaCie Broadcasting. Curtis, congratulations. You must feel good about the impact that you're having through this Feed the Hungry initiative.
I must give all praise and honor to God, because he's responsible for all this. But I am so excited on today. The weather held up. It's a little cold, but everything is great. This is what we're all about at LaCie Broadcasting and New Life Worship Center, and Pastor Ramsey and his wife are so great and cooperative in doing this Feed the Hungry event with us. I mean, we're feeding over 800 families, almost 1,000 families a day, and it's been such a great event. And these are things that are very close to my heart. This is what Jesus told us to do. And the fact that I'm working for a station that this is paramount of what they like to do, I just love it.